Welcome to Finding Gray, where we find the gray in this black and white world that we live in. And today, my fiance and I are going to talk about a lot of stuff.
You see what I'm saying?
Hello! It's so great to see you. Yeah, I'm going off. It's fine. Yeah, so I had a panic attack at work twice on Friday. Still went back on Saturday, and then today is Sunday, and I called off because I am sick, physically sick, and I am mentally fucking ill.
Say Range Rover on it? I don't think that's a Range Rover. I can't see those letters. It just bothered me. I couldn't see it.
Oh, I see. It sounds like, it looks like it would be. I don't know what else. No, I'm mentally ill because my PTSD is just flaring up, like really bad. I don't know how to turn it off. I wish I could. I don't want to miss days when I just start a new job, and I was very excited about this job because it was less people, more work, and I mean my body is sore adjusting to the new schedule, but in its entirety, it's a good job. It's a good job for me. I don't have to worry about other people like breathing down my neck, and that's better for me. But at the same time, it's more interaction with all the other employees. That is where my anxiety is starting to be. It's like they don't care if they take the cart I was going to get. They don't care. They just fucking take it. But I can't help but be on alert constantly that someone's going to be mad at me. And I can't just do my job like everybody else does. I can't just go get a cart because I'm worried about everybody else around me being mad at me. We should get a lake house at some point in our lives.
Really? You want that?
Like that house that we just kind of bought thinking we'd enjoy it, and then we just leave it sit, and then we start renting it out. We have all our money sitting around.
I know it'd be a lot of cleanup, but holy shit, we could make bank.
Wouldn't that be fun to own a really nice Airbnb, and then we enjoy it ourselves sometimes?
You'd be like, can we go to the Airbnb? No, I rented it out all month.
Damn it.
Shut up and enjoy your money.
It was hilarious, actually. I went through the struggle of fishing out the only L cart that there was in the back room. I fished it out, and the only thing I needed was a printer, so I turned around to get a printer, and then some guy just fucking took it. And I said, okay, yeah, you can have that. It's fine, I guess. He never even fucking says a word to me. He just stares, and he makes me feel uncomfortable because he always wears a mask, so I can't tell if he like hates me or not. It just makes me feel uneasy. It's like, I know I'm high maintenance when it comes to, like, I'm that classic whiny person at work that always has limitations. I can't do this and I can't do that. And don't you fucking worry, because I give myself enough grief for it. I have to be nice to my body, and I don't want to have to be. You know, I feel like she has limitations I shouldn't have to follow. Why do I have to follow her strict guidelines? Okay, she's just a body. I'm the one in charge. Listen to me. But I can't do that, because we can't force our bodies to do what we want and ignore their limitations. That's the card that we have been dealt. That is what we do. That is how we carry on. Flip. We need it to flip over so I can see.
We gotta get you a more expensive camera, sweetie.
No, it's a very expensive camera.
That looks like, I've seen those. You can get those for like $50.
It's $600. Oh my god. I've been feeling really spiritual, which is why I was talking to ChatGPT and getting their AI help on putting my thoughts together. I've been feeling it like so much. I felt so connected to myself working at Walmart. And it wasn't because it was, I don't know. It just felt like exactly what I needed to do. Exactly what I needed to see. Exactly what I needed to experience. And like walking through those halls, walking through the aisles, putting stuff on shelves, it feels not degrading to say this, but it almost felt like this is exactly where I need to be. This is where I was meant to be. I felt like I was always meant to go back to Walmart. And I felt good about that. I felt really spiritual about that. And with my fiance, he is perfect to me. I am kind of in the mood for breakfast food.
I'll drop you off.
No, that's why I'm getting broccoli. It's my compromise.
I was like, I can definitely drop you off.
Drop me off then.
I will. I'll fucking do it right now.
Fucking dare you.
I swear to God. I will push your ass out of this car and you will walk home. I would have dropped you off though.
Thank you. I keep seeing numbers, and when we're in mid-conversation, or I was just thinking, it was like, I've never been able to talk to someone like this before. And then I'll see my number, 717. That's my spirit number. That is the one that's leading me to where I need to go. When I had that toxic relationship in the basement, I kept seeing the numbers 1221. And at the time, I thought it meant I was where I was supposed to be. Like, this relationship is exactly what I need to be working towards and putting all my effort into. But when I started working at the warehouse and I didn't have that relationship, I knew I wasn't going to stay at the warehouse. Those same numbers kept showing up for me. And I'm starting to think it's just seeing a number repeatedly is a sign that you are where you're meant to be. Not that you're going to stay there forever, but it's never a waste of time to be there and experience that. I think 717 is the path I'm going to choose. The path that makes me feel like I'm doing the right thing. My fiance feels very close to that path. He is the other 7 in that. That feels so real right there. He's the other 7.
This is closer.
This is closer. And we'll get your drinks.
I don't need any drinks.
Yes, you do.
I have Gatorade.
You shut your mouth.
I have Gatorade.
We're loving.
Love you.
I love you. It really is something that we've never experienced before. I don't think either of us ever really felt this kind of thing, because I can be myself and still be with him, whereas in every other relationship I absolutely had to sacrifice part of me. I had to give up something to have that, and it always felt like a pros and cons list of like, what's going to make this worth it? But I don't feel that anymore at all. I feel connected and spiritual and happy that he's in my life.
What I look for in a woman?
Mm-hmm.
Someone that doesn't take shit from people, that gets their shit done.
I take a lot of shit from people.
Well, until you don't have to, and then you fucking go back kicking. I've seen you. You may take it for a minute, but not long. There's a limit. I've seen you.
There is. I've been thinking a lot about what it means to be a traditional housewife. It's this huge trend on TikTok, right? You have all these women who have their lives together on video. This trend that's romanticizing staying home, supporting a man, building a family, but like only aesthetically. I did that for 10 years. I would make sure what everyone saw was perfection. So when I got home and nobody else could see me, I was yelling and screaming at my kids because they weren't clean, or because they didn't pick up the toys, or anything that went away from what I needed it to be as that stay-at-home mom. It was catastrophic. It's the part of staying home that nobody ever tells you about, because you're putting all this weight on you. This weight crushes you to be perfect, because what else are you doing all day? What else is there to do other than produce and be perfect? But it's not taking into account that you're human, and we don't exist that way naturally. I didn't stay home because it was empowering. I stayed home because I was raised to believe that that's what I needed to do to prove my love. That's what I needed to do to earn my place in the world. I felt like that was the only way that I would be accepted is if I stayed home, I took care of my kids, and I thought I would be perfect cleaning. But I never was. I could never get it. I could never get it to work because there's too much expectation. And I genuinely think that that's from religion. The Bible pushes the narrative of the man controls the house and the woman takes care of it, which that logic is not flawed. That's real. That's true. Absolutely. But when it's not done in an actual loving way, that's when the problems start. Nobody talks about the loss of identity, being someone's emotional caregiver, being someone's physical maid and nanny. Nobody talks about that. It's you lose your voice, your autonomy, and your... But the personal reality behind the trad wife trend is they don't talk about what it costs. It's the loss of identity, the pressure to be perfect, and the way your voice disappears when you're trying to be lovable. I used to think being chosen was enough, but it wasn't. I was raised to shrink, serve, and smile, and slowly vanish so anyone else would feel in control. I don't want to do that anymore. I feel I have earned my right to be in control of myself. I don't think submitting or even romanticizing that is a good thing. I think if you want to submit, it's because you still have healing to do. But there are two types of women in this world, and one of them is a child. And that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Sometimes it really is just our circumstances. We cannot help it. I was a child for the first 10 years of my adult life. I was a child taking care of children because I couldn't fully heal, I couldn't fully grow, I couldn't mature. I was stuck being the maiden. I don't want to be the maiden. I wanted to grow into the mother. I wanted to become a gentle mother. I would pray every single day for patience. I would pray to God every single night for patience because I couldn't stand the way I treated my kids. I couldn't stand the way I couldn't wait for anything. I couldn't stand the way that I was so impatient with them, that everything they did felt like it was catastrophic. They didn't deserve that, but I was a child still because I was wounded. I wasn't a real mother. I was just a child along with them. I mean, as sad as that is absolutely the reality of it. I absolutely take full accountability for the way that I treated my kids when they were small. I was not a nice mom, but I was a child myself. Now I would say I'm in my stages of the mother. I am fully the mother now. I know how to create an environment for my children to grow and to be free. I will never control them. That feels awful to me. I am never going to want to control someone. That's our generational trauma, is the control. And we break free from it now because I'm holding a safe space for my kids, and I hope everyone does the same. I hope, as hard as it is, you know that they deserve that. And it has to start somewhere. Why make them do it? Why make them go through all of this trauma and pain? All of us are. It's generational. It's church and state was supposed to be separate, but we made our entire country based on the church. We have put these gender roles in place because of religion, and religion was control. So, if we are taking it back, we're not doing religion, right? We are doing more spirituality, which is not a strict set of rules. That's genuinely just what feels best to you. What do you really want out of life? What kind of support do you want from those around you? What kind of community do you want? Because that is what religion was meant to do. And now that is what our phones can do. That's Facebook. Facebook is like our new religions. Isn't that funny? Oh my goodness. My very strict Christian family would probably say that I am going to hell. I'm pretty sure my mother full-heartedly believes that I'm going to hell. Oh, I know my grandma does. That's quite alright though, because I know they're already living in their own personal hells. I'm following God, which is life, happiness, and joy. I'm not going to blame other people for my problems anymore. I'm going to stand up for myself. See, the abuse that I've gone through was not only, it was not just my stepdad taking advantage of me. It was Christianity turning into a cage for my family. And they passed this cage down religiously. I mean, that's a saying for a reason, I guess, isn't it? Religiously. I was raised Christian, strict, obedient. I believed in God and I was terrified of him. I actually really did teach my kids that. I said he is to be loved as well as feared. I was told my body was temptation, that silence was holy, that forgiveness was expected, even when it destroyed me. The church taught me how to swallow pain with a smile, and my trauma was baptized as something I could handle because I was strong, or worse, chosen. But it wasn't strength, it was survival. Religion became a facade for control, and our whole society was built on it. In God we trust. The church is the state. And the rules weren't made to protect us. They were made to keep us obedient. But Age of Aquarius, awakening and rebirth, we're waking up. We are in the age of Aquarius. The walls that used to keep us small, church, state, patriarchy, perfection, they're starting to fall, and I feel it in my body, in my art, in the signs I see every day, like seeing 717. I know I'm not wasting time. I'm becoming what was always meant to be. This isn't a breakdown. It's a breakthrough. And I don't want a religion anymore. I want a revolution. And I want it to begin right now with me. I will make something amazing from all this. It is not a waste of time. I'm not talking for just me anymore. I want to really help the collective because I think that's my role now. I am feeling this pull away from full-time at Walmart because I made a commitment to myself to make this a priority. I deserve to really honor that priority and do it because I want it. I need it. I don't need it and I don't want it. It's what I'm doing because divine purpose. My name is Vera Lillian Gray. I really do want the revolution because the revolution is not just one thing. It's not physical. I think we're going to have structures crumble physically and metaphysically. We've been building our generations on control, and we are well past that. The Age of Aquarius is for the purpose of breaking those traditions and starting new ones. In order to stay alive as a species, we do have to change, and we have to adapt. And the world is different now. I'm still mentally, technologically in the 90s and early 2000s. I am terrified of my kids being on the internet. I'm terrified of someone talking to them inside my own house. I don't like that. That makes me uncomfortable. But the truth is, I complain about it and I don't do anything. So, I guess if we are going to talk to this next generation, I want it to be things that make sense. Things that are true. Not fabricated lies or... Okay, well, it's not fair. It's not fair to say that a trad life is a lie. Because there really are people that can live and enjoy that life. Whoopsie. But the thing that's wrong about this is you're telling women to give up their financial freedom. Or you have all these really young women wanting to give up their financial freedom so they don't have to take responsibility. manual labor to pay for the life that they want. But I'm not in the issue. I was a stay-at-home mom for 10 years, and I was depressed the entire time. I hated being a mom, and it was awful. I felt like everything that went wrong, I didn't have a say about it anyway, so it didn't matter. I didn't get to make the choices about what house we bought, or what dog we got, or any of that. We moved in with his dad right away, and I hated it, and it didn't matter. We waited until his dad was drunk holding our baby, swaying, until we finally moved. But that's his decision. That was his decision. It was never mine, because I didn't want to live with his dad. I wanted a tiny little mobile home, a trailer, just to start small and work our way up. And he said that was pointless. He just wanted the house. And I wanted an old dog, not a puppy. We got a puppy because he wanted the dog to love him. That's the kind of sacrifices you have to make as a stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home wife. It's the small things. They do matter, and they do add up, because 10 years later, I am here, working for the actual life that I wanted. It's like I'm getting to start over without it getting taken from me. I'm not saying my ex-husband is bad or that he treated me wrong. It was religion setting the tone of self-sacrifice equating to love. Or this is what I had to prove. This is what I had to do to prove that I was worthy of staying home and taking care of the kids and having this relationship. Religion is a means of control. And there is a way to do it lovingly. There is a way to do it that serves life and others rather than controlling it and taking. But the majority of people don't know that version. We don't have a real version of that right now, do we? I know there's everyone in the world. I guess it's not right to say that there's none, because there absolutely are. There are good people in the world, and they surprise you.
Bro.
What else would you be meaning by saying letting it grow? Man bun.
No, I was thinking it because I'm gonna get the cardboard sign. I'm pretty sure I can get a part-time job on the weekends and make money without having to put tax purposes on it.
This is ready forever.
Does it really?
Mm-hmm.
I knew it.
I could read it out.
It was just really tiny words. I was like, I thought that's what it said. But...
Yeah. I'm still over here trying to read it. If you were raised in a world that taught you to shrink in the name of love, you are not broken. You were born into a system that taught you your magic was dangerous, but it's not. Your voice is sacred. Your freedom is holy. Your pain is not shame. It's your initiation. We're not trad wives. We're spiritual rebels, soft warriors, mystics who remember the truth. This isn't perfection. This is liberation. One sacred act at a time. I really appreciate ChatGPT as a tool for YouTube. Like, really, because of my articulating skills struggle. Thanks, ChatGPT. Woo. Thank you so much for being here, and I will talk to you soon. Yeah. This is us being a couple. Okay.
Okay, why are you just staring at the... Oh, okay, I was gonna say, am I in trouble?
Do you want to be?
Or you just want to get McDonald's?
We're gonna get Panda.
Just get McDonald's and easier. Wouldn't it be bullshit we got there and they're at a PG&E?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that happened, man.
You know what? I should check right now. Like 600 calories for the large side of it. Tell me.
What's the point?
And 150 for a large side of broth.
Ain't nothing. I get down it all. Put cheese on it all and it'll last like that again. They keep sitting there. Fucking turn, bro. Yeah, pull out in front of them, dumbass. You waited this whole time.
Although I said some pretty great stuff. I did. With that script. That was nice. It was cool. Good. Nice, cool, and good.